Hey everybody, it's Dixie Dan. Today we are in Hurricane, Utah at an exclusive community called Southern Shores, built by Immaculate Homes. Today we're going to be meeting with the people behind this incredible project and finding out what makes it so unique. We're here with Jason Christensen. He is the founder of Immaculate Homes. He's also my brother-in-law, so I might be a little friendlier to Jason than usual.
Great.
Tell us a little bit about Immaculate Homes and how you started, where you came from.
Been building homes since I was actually in high school. I started out working for a general contractor. In 1997, we started our own company. Up in Twin Falls, Idaho, and immediately we started building custom homes. I started out doing mostly finished carpentry. So we come from that precision background.
When did you come to St. George?
We came to St. George about 10 and a half years ago. We started building down here. Decided we loved the weather, we loved the homes, we loved everything about the area. And I think I've not regretted it one day.
Well, I was jealous when you moved here and I followed right behind and love it here too.
I know, Dan, you like to follow me around.
So we're here with Britney Christensen. She is the co-founder of Immaculate Homes and also my sister-in-law, right?
Yes, that's right.
Britney, I know this was a lifelong dream for you and your family to have a place like this. Tell me about how Southern Shores came to be.
First, it came about as just a pure love for water and water sports. My two older kids, Prue and Elle, are both professional wakeboarders. A lot of people that are into water sports love to be able to have access to smooth water and their sport like nonstop without, interruption. So that's kind of how it came about.
Tell us a little bit about Southern Shores. I know there's 3 lakes, right?
Yes. Our main lake is a boat lake. It's nearly a half a mile long and it has 2 sides with an island down the middle. So 2 boats can be going back and forth with skiers or wakeboarders, or a wakeboard or ski or surfboard can circle that island. So we will have 2 ski courses, like a mini course and a full course on both sides of the island. And then behind me is our cable lake. It's an overhead tow line and it's ran just by a handheld remote control. All the owners can come and use it. The moms and dads or older teenagers can run it, and it just goes back and forth. Little kids can just ride down the middle and learn how to wakeboard. And as they progress, they can start hitting the kickers and jumpers.
So the beauty of this tow line is that you don't have to stop. You can just keep going.
Yeah, and if your rider falls, you just kind of reverse the little rope and they reach up and pick it up and go for it again. And then the last lake is our surf lake. And our surf lake was kind of like, honestly, almost an afterthought. We were originally gonna do 2 cable tow lines. When we bought these kickers from Unit, they're a company that also makes these surf systems. And so when we were talking to them, we were like, we really have to have this. So at the time, the only one that they had up and running was in Italy. And so we flew out there and we rode it. And our number one worry was that it was like a flow rider on the back of a cruise ship. And those aren't that fun. They're just a sheet wave, a really short, like a little bit of water. And this is a full deep water river wave. It's like a 5 or 6 foot deep wave. And it is so fun. And that ended up being pretty much like the crown jewel of the whole property.
If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe. The button's right here. How is this water used? Where did it come from?
Well, obviously water is always a concern, especially in the desert. First of all, we have no water consumption here. The only water we lose is for evaporation. There's no plants growing in it, nothing like that. We do have fish that'll be in here, but we also slow the rate of evaporation by placing dye in the water, which keeps the temperature down. The biggest thing we did was we designed this lake, including this island in the middle, that cuts down on the amount of surface area that's our evaporation area. And the other thing we've done is we actually are not using any culinary water. Family owned it before us, and they transferred it in, and we gave them a lot in exchange for it. We're not bringing anything in. We didn't transfer anything from another area. It's water that was already beneath this piece of property and was being used in the exact same area.
It's not coming from the municipalities, something that people can rest assured isn't being wasted.
It's calling me, like the rainbow, like the rainbow. It's calling me, like the rainbow, the rainbow.
How full is this lake right now?
About halfway full right now.
Okay.
So we've got just enough room to idle around here, take a look and see what it's gonna be like. But you can see how glassy this water is gonna be. This is what it'll be like every time you come out and take a ski run. So that house right there is the first home to be built in here. It's a nice home. We're pretty excited to get our first home in there. We've got a couple others starting on the other side of the lake in the next couple of weeks. And we're building all custom homes. This is actually the location of ball number 1 or ball number 6 when you're on your ski course. It's right below us. So we'll have competition water ski course on this lake. It will raise and lower so that you can surf, wakeboard, and then raise it back up.
And these boat garages are gonna have lifts?
Correct, all of them have a lift. You pull right up and put your boat right inside. You can store 2 boats in each one or one, depending on what option you choose.
Can you land a seaplane?
For real? Yeah, I would love to try landing a seaplane on this lake. I mean, the whole idea behind this community is just a place for people to come, bring their friends, bring their family, and enjoy the weekend. Most of the people who are building out here are building homes with a bunch of ensuite bathrooms and bedrooms.
Now, if you go just west of here, right, just behind that rise is Sand Hollow.
Got Sand Hollow, we've got Copper Rock Golf Course over here. We've got some world-class dirt bike riding, jeeping, off-roading of all kinds. So for the people who live here, this is your lake. It's a private, gated community. Everybody who lives here has equal ownership of this lake and can use it anytime they want.
Tell us about this surf machine.
It's a lot of fun. It's inexpensive to operate, for the amount of water that it's pushing, it utilizes very little power. Runs about $70 an hour, and you can easily run 12 people through it in that hour.
How does the water flow through here? Does it come up from underneath?
Yeah, so there's these big turbine pumps that are underneath, and they just pull the water up at a really slow rotation speed. There's not a lot of suction, so you won't catch fish, you won't catch people, none of that. And then it pushes it up, builds it to about a level of 4 feet, and then it flows down using gravity to where it piles up against the water that's behind it and creates that wave.
Now, I heard they make them in different sizes, right? So this is the biggest one.
Right now, this is the biggest one in the world.
And they had to ship it over here on a boat.
It all came in containers. Yeah, all the way to St. George. Everybody who owns a home on this property owns this wave equally. And they all get their own little key. In fact, let me show you how it works. So we have some safety features built into this wave. First of all, before they fall. If they fall and have any trouble at all, get caught or get any distress, we hit this emergency stop. There's 2 others on the machine as well. Anybody can hit it, and it stops the wave instantly.
That's cool. And any of those 3 buttons will shut it off.
There's 3 buttons here, and there's also just a plain old off button right here.
So the wave's adjustable.
Absolutely, yeah. There's 3 different levels. There's a beginner level, which is we call level 1. Then there's an intermediate level, which is what we've been seeing most of the time, which is a level 2, which is really steep, really fun. Most people prefer it. And then there's a level 3 that's kind of a competition wave. And they do competitions all over Europe and the United States. It's called rapid surfing, but this is one of their main surf stops is on unit waves. We're hoping to have one here in the future.
The competition.
Yeah, for sure. So everybody gets their own key. To start the wave and to ride it, it's as simple as putting your key in this slot right here, selecting the level of surf that you want, and then it's as simple as pushing the green button and waiting for the magic to happen. And you're surfing. So if you can imagine Monday through Monday, you can come out here any time of day, at night, whenever, push the button, you're surfing.
Wow, that's really cool. So we're here with Kyle Clark. He handles all the construction of the homes for Immaculate Homes.
Yep.
You helped me as I built my home with Immaculate Homes.
Yeah. I'm always here present, not just in the beginning, not just during plan design, but all the way through. We'll walk the home several times together with myself, Jason, our superintendents, our subcontractors, to make sure we're really getting you what you want in the home. There may be times where we see something in a plan design that, you know, we thought we wanted this, but as it's framed and standing, it's, hey, no, actually, let's tweak it, modify it, and do this instead. And we like that, we enjoy that, and that's what keeps it fun and interesting for us.
Yeah, you guys are really good at that. I mean, it's one thing to have a plan on paper, but when you build it in real life, there's always things that come up, right? A lot of the homes that you have, I have one of these homes that has a flat roof. It's a little more modern looking, but that's not the only kind of homes.
No, we can build, we can build any, your colonial, your desert modern, French country. Yeah, we can build it all.
There are probably professional designers they can work with, right?
Yeah. So we have a professional design team that we work with that will basically hold your hand through the whole process to where you're picking flooring with them, lighting, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, making sure everything coincides together. And we like to do that up front, so that way you know what you're getting. You can see the mood boards, you can see the design charts. All of our subcontractors, they're posted on the walls in the home. So as they start laying out electrical, light fixtures, HVAC, we know that, hey, you know, there's something going here, so no plugs or outlets or whatever can go in this wall.
I know you guys do things differently than most builders. Tell us a little bit about some of that stuff.
I would say the biggest difference that we have is, one, myself and Jason, we're both licensed contractors. We're on site at everybody's home. We don't just hand it off to a construction superintendent and say, you know, go get this built. We can interact with the clients. The clients have our cell phones. We're talking daily. These lower roofs with no pitch, we're spraying a lot of icing and spray foam to insulate.
Southern Shore is a unique place, right?
Yeah, very unique.
There aren't many other communities like this in the world, really.
No, it's going to be a really tight-knit community.
And you guys have pickleball and tennis?
Yeah, there's pickleball courts, tennis courts, there'll be common pavilions, no nightly rentals, which those are great for investment communities, but this is that community where, hey, you don't want to go fight the crowds and the thousands of people. You want to have your own paradise here in Southern Utah. Yeah. This is it.
I love Immaculate Home so much that I live in one, and it's been the best home purchase I've ever made. The process was awesome, working with Kyle and Jason. If you're interested in building with Immaculate Homes here at Southern Shore or anywhere else, I'm honored to be able to work with them. So reach out to me and I'll get you more information.